In a world increasingly shaped by AI, have you ever stopped to consider whose story you're actually living? What if the very fabric of your reality is being quietly woven by algorithms you don't even see? This isn't just about data, it's about control. Control over perception, truth, and ultimately your freedom. Imagine a future where your thoughts, choices, and even your identity are subtly yet powerfully influenced by AI. The age of information is giving way to the age of algorithmic narrative, and without awareness, we risk losing our authentic selves. Reclaiming agency in an AI saturated world means understanding that whoever controls the narrative controls reality. We're witnessing the illusion of algorithmic reality, where AI generated content creates filter bubbles and echo chambers that distort our perception of truth. From influencing public opinion to political discourse, AI nudges our decisions without us even realizing it, affecting everything from our product choices to our most basic social interactions. These are the silent architects of perception, operating from a black box of algorithms designed with embedded biases and driven by the economic incentive of attention as the new currency. To survive this cognitive battlefield, you must reclaim your mental sovereignty. This begins with practical digital hygiene tips to identify and resist algorithmic manipulation. You must develop strategies for cross-referencing information and diversifying your content consumption to break the cycle of homogenized information. The power of critical thinking and media literacy is your only defense in a world saturated with AI-generated narratives. It is no longer enough to be a passive consumer. You must become an active architect of your own information ecosystem. Building your authentic narrative requires developing a unique voice and perspective in a sea of sameness. Instead of being consumed by AI, you must learn to leverage it as a tool for personal growth and creativity. This involves sharing your own stories and experiences to counter the dominant automated narratives that seek to define you. By asserting your individual narrative sovereignty, you contribute to a more robust and diverse collective truth. This is the ethical imperative of our time. Developing and using AI responsibly and transparently to enhance rather than replace the human story. The collective story we want to tell depends on our active participation in shaping the future of information. We cannot afford to be silent while the invisible hand of AI molds our world. This is a call to action to architect a sovereign story that no AI can compromise. When you take control of your narrative, you ensure that your voice and your reality remain uniquely yours. You are not just a data point in an algorithm, you are the author of a legacy that transcends the digital noise. The 1% standard of intellectual freedom is built on the refusal to let a machine dictate your worldview. While the masses allow their preferences to be mapped and their thoughts to be predicted, the elite maintain a fortress of independent thought. They recognize that true power lies in the ability to see the strings and choose not to dance. Reclaiming your mind from the algorithmic narrative is the ultimate act of modern rebellion. To implement this sovereignty today, start by intentionally disrupting your own digital patterns. Seek out information that contradicts your established profile and engage with voices that fall outside your algorithmic comfort zone. This deliberate friction is the only way to keep your mental muscles sharp. You are building a mental sanctuary that remains inaccessible to the silent architects of perception. The invisible hand of AI is already molding our world, not just with data, but with narratives. If you're not actively shaping your own story, someone or something else is. This is the silent battle for our collective truth, and the strategies you employ today will determine whether your reality remains your own. Secure your narrative. Reclaim your agency. The future doesn't belong to the most connected. It belongs to the most aware. In an age of total algorithmic influence, the greatest luxury is an uncompromised mind. Stop living the story the machine wrote for you and start writing the one you were meant to tell. Your reality is the most valuable asset you own. Don't let it be automated.